So Xisco has said, sorry. I'll lock out how many times he said, but let's talk about this whole situation. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share, subscribe to the channel. I much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. So, Xisco kind of said he said that that everything's not going their way, which it ain't. He said the lack of positive, we're playing teams against teams better than us, and teams are working 2 weeks more than us with total teams. Now, the thing is, one of the things that come out is that if you don't know, that John Butley's uncle is on Twitter, and he basically said since John's come into the club, they've not had a day off in 2 weeks. He's not had a day off since they come in. So they're working every day trying to get something going. And it's interesting because he goes on to chances now 38 games more. It finishes tomorrow when we're in League One, but we'll have to arrive until the end. With me or without me, but if we continue with the negative thing, we'll arrive there. Relegation, one thing is important, trying to help. Problem is, it's all right saying this, Xisco, and saying about the negative. The problem is that's all we can see of fans at the minute. Now, apparently, according to John, is that it's a very happy camp. They are working hard and they don't understand why it's not working. So that's needs to. But he also goes on to say, you tell me about the numbers, it's shit. If my father taught me one thing, to stay honest, I'm honest about this, but I also got taught never stop, especially when people need you. Now is when the players need help. We need to find, we need them. If that happens, it's okay. If not, we continue the same way. All we can do is say sorry for the situation. The problem is, I have heard so many times, I think it's about 5 or 6 times now, that he said sorry. It's like, I can accept sorry if I can then see some action being taken to improve the situation. And that's the problem. You don't see any situation improving. And that's my biggest gripe at the minute, because I can't see where we go from here. I just don't, because it's very difficult to see any kind of positive reaction coming from it. We've got Sunderland at home on Friday night in front of the cameras, and you've got to try and think, how are we going to get the reaction? What reaction are we going to get for this game? Are we going to see the reaction we need? It's getting very, very difficult to get behind him all the time, because it's making it harder. He can't see any kind of positivity. It's like, I'm well aware that it's a result business, as he is. And the thing is, the results are not there. Like, we can play good for about 15 minutes, but when an opposition starts having the ball and start playing it well, we crumble. We just crumble. And that's something that's got to get sorted. And this is the thing. Last season, Darren Moore brought in a sports psychologist. That person gone. Maybe we need to do that again and actually keep them at the club in a permanent post to try and see if we can fix the situation in terms of mentally. But we need to figure out where we're losing, where we can see where we're losing, and how we can get what they're doing on the training ground to work on the pitch. But like I said, I am getting to the point where I am getting a little bit sick and tired of hearing about how sorry he is. I want to see results now. And I want to see positive results. And I think we all do. They always say, give a manager 10 games. I think on versus Sunderland in league games at least, he would have had 9. But I think he's had about 10 already. You count cup games. It's just, we need the improvement. And I don't know if Chancellor would bite the bullet and change it up at the October half term, Jesus Christ. You can tell I'm a dad. October international break. So let's see what happened, but we need change, and we need to see change soon. And if that's in the change of a manager, so be it. But if that does happen, it needs to be done quick. It needs to be done fast, and it needs to have people in place ready to go. None of this waiting 2 weeks. But I'll be honest, I am sick and tired hearing sorry from Xisco.